Hey, welcome to the stream chat. Hey, 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 yay, yay, hey, yeah, yeah. Sorry, chat, finna see how it sound. I bet. Yeah, yeah. All right, chat. We're back. Oh, hey, chat. Sorry I was gone for so long, man. I seen a couple y'all unsubscribe from the channel, bro. That's so tough, bro. I was going for 1 week, brother. I was going for 1 week, brother. You literally left. Literally left after a week is crazy. Not gonna lie, but I want to go see my little sister graduation. You feel me? Hey, baby. Hey, baby. But we're back. And just to update on my last video on the channel, can you see the progress? Can you see the progress, chat? Can you see the progress, chat? You see the smile on your boy face, chat. That's the progress. That's all the progress you need to see, man. The smile on your boy face is all the progress you need to see from the last video on the channel, man. I've been doing it every single day. Every chance that some come up, I've been consistent. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. And I hope you're excited to read some more of this book, to get some more of this good reading. You feel me? And before we get started, let's get some of this tea. Delicious. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. And let me know if the music is too loud for you and I'll turn it down just a little. Hey, but we got the book to read, the Element Encyclopedia of Secret Societies, baby. A to Z. A to Z, the ultimate A to Z of ancient mysteries, lost civilizations, and hidden history by John Michael Greer. Uh, got 2 books, baby. Salute love to you as well. Okay. So, Ancient Order of Druids in America, AODA. Originally chartered as the American branch of Ancient Masonic Order of Druids, AMOD, the Ancient Order of Druids in America was founded by American physician and Freemason Dr. James Manchester in Boston, Massachusetts on the summer solstice of 1912. Its membership at first came from within Masonry, but in the course of the 20th century, it drifted gradually away from a Masonic connection. In 1942, it changed its rules to allow the initiation of anyone vouched for by a Master Mason and began admitting women. The first female Grand Archdruid, Dr. Juliet Ashley, shout out to you, Dr. Juliet Ashley, took office in 1954. In 1976, it removed its last formal connection with Masonry and redefined itself as an esoteric religious order teaching Druid spirituality. My boy said, "Want to say hey to everybody? Wants to say hey everybody in chat. Say hey, say hey, baby. You feel me?" In 2004, it incorporated Druid as a Druid church. Today, like most Druid organizations rooted in the 18th and 19th century, Druid Revival AODA keeps its initiation rituals private, but has a few other traces of its secret society ancestry. Its teachings and most of its rituals are public. Its training program focuses on meditation, seasonal rituals, nature awareness, and lifestyle changes to help the environment, and it has a substantial online presence. See Druid Revival. Ancient Order of United Workmen, AOUW. The first and one of the most popular of the insurance lodges of the 19th century in America. The Ancient Order of United Work. Ooh, chat, we don't listen to ads, baby. Hey, 2 5 in a minute. Hey, 5, let me vibe. All right. I was vibing with the ad chat, not gonna lie. The Ancient Order of United Workmen got into the insurance business almost by accident. Its founder, John Upchurch, hoped to create an organization to help mediate the growing disagreements between business and labor in the late 19th century in America. As an incentive for workers to join his order, he set up an insurance plan into which each member puts $1 on joining and another dollar on any other time member died. Out of that fund, an insurance payment of at least $500 went to the surviving family of each deceased member. That's dope, bro. That's dope. The order never had much impact on labor disputes, but the insurance benefit proved extremely popular and made the AOUW an immediate success. See for fraternal benefit societies. Upchurch, ooh, Upchurch was a Freemason, and the symbols and rituals of his order were heavily influenced by Masonry. Even the Masonic square and compasses found a place in AOUW symbolism. By 1895, when the order was at its peak, it had nearly 320,000 members and lodges all over the United States and Canada. Hey, honey. By that time, its insurance benefit had been copied by many other orders, and its original aim of managing disputes between business and labor had helped inspire the labor union movement. Okay, sorry, I got caught there in the sentence. Labor union movement. The 20th century saw the LUW share in the decline of most fraternal orders. However, and by the beginning of the 21st century, it counted only a few hundred members in a handful of lodges in Washington state. See labor unions. Ooh, we finna get into the Anunnaki. That's been a crazy big discussion here recently. And the vibes are back, chat. The vibes are back. Anunnaki. Originally, the Babylonian word for God. This word acquired a new meaning in many corners of the alternative reality scenes in Europe and America. With the publication of Zechariah Sitchin's book, The 12th Planet, in 1976, Sitchin argued, based on his reinterpretation of the I'm sorry, chat. I'm getting into the music. Hold on, I gotta read Mesopotamian mythology that the gods of ancient Sumer and Babylonian were actually extraterrestrials from Nibiru, a previously unknown planet orbiting the sun in an elliptical orbit like that of a comet. What's up, honey? No. The Anunnaki, who were also the biblical Nephilim, established a base on Earth in the Middle East during the Ice Ages and manufactured humanity from the local apes as a labor force to mine minerals for shipment back to Nibiru. Like most ancient astronaut theories, Sitchin depends on the euphemist assumptions that any divine miracle must be the product of something analogous to 20th century technology, and that all mythology is garbled history, lacking any more symbolic or spiritual meaning. While Sitchin believes that his theories, what's up, Van? Sitchin believes his theories explain Mesopotamian mythology. A case could equally be made that he has simply retold myths in the medium of science fiction. See euphemisms. Despite these difficulties, Sitchin's theories have attracted a substantial following in today's alternative reality scene, and several other authors have borrowed liberally from his work to bolster their own theories. Among the most successful of these is David Icke, I-C-K-E, whose efforts to create a universal conspiracy, the theory, embracing all alternative viewpoints, did not neglect the Anunnaki. Icke defined Sitchin's extraterrestrial gods with the reptilians that, in his belief, are the secret masters of the world. See reptilians. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. It's cryptic. Further reading, Icke 1989, Icke 2001, Sitchin 1976, and Sitchin 1980. Also Sitchin 2002. Hey, okay, we get into Antarctica. The forbidding icebound continent at the bottom of the world was a target for speculation long before its existence was ever certain. Many maps from the Middle Ages and Renaissance show a continent of the right shape at the southern end of the world in the age of the European exploration. Many attempts were made to find this Terra Australis Incognita, unknown southern land. And Australia got its name when Dutch navigators thought they had happened upon its northernmost reaches. Only in the 19th century did sailing vessels finally brave the bitter seas and ice floes to map out the coastline of the seventh continent. Yet, those coastlines appear on the maps from the 16th century and before, one of several pretty puzzles posed by the impossible knowledge in the old maps. See Lost Civilizations. These dudes been mapped this place out, brother. It's inaccessibly made Antarctica a favorite setting for adventure fishing in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The coldest weather on Earth and a 3 mile thick ice cap pose little trouble for writers used to spicing their stories with geographical improbabilities. The handful of barren, ice free areas along the Antarctic coast turned, in these tales, into forests hidden behind walls of ice, teeming with woolly mammoths and similar livestock. Alternatively, the ice gives way to barren uplands in which lost cities wait to be discovered. In the in the best of these tales, H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, explorers find an obsidian city millions of. Ooh, let me read that again. Let me slow down, baby. Find an obsidian city millions of years old on an ice-free plateau. That's crazy, actually. Its former inhabitants, an alien race from the stars, prove to be a good deal less extinct than they look. The appeal of Lovecraft's story and its many equivalents guarantee that its themes will find their way into the 20th century alternative reality stories. A document called the Hefferland Manuscript entered circulation by the 1940s, describing the hidden Rainbow City in Antarctica, one of one of a network of underground cities built by Martians some 2.5 million ago. That's kind of interesting. The Martian enemies, monstrous reptiles from Venus, also have a hidden city in Antarctica where thousands of them sleep in suspended animation. Actually, chat, if that actually happened, that would be actually crazy. Like, just imagine, chat, just like a whole bunch of you just walking every day on top of like a whole bunch of sleeping reptilian people. Just walking around on top of reptilian people. It's crazy. Antarctica, I'm not going. Okay, all right, let's get back to the reader. Um, okay. Suspend animation, waiting for human members of sinister serpent worshipping cults to awaken them. The name of the reptile city, Kadath, is only one of the many direct borrowings from Lovecraft's Sea Rainbow City. Other speculations have dealt with Antarctica's forbidding climate by suggesting that the continent was free from ice at various points in the past, a claim that has some support from science, though the current consensus rejects it. One of the old maps to show Antarctica, the Orientis Phineas map of 1532, portrays the Ross Sea as it would look with open water in place of the present ice sheet. Several early 20th century occult orders taught that Antarctica's original name had been Isauria, and that it was ice free and inhabited by an advanced society until it was destroyed by an immense catastrophe. So, interesting. That's interesting. Don't know if that's true at all, but it's pretty interesting for sure. Okay. Recent alternative history literature argues similarly that Antarctica was the original Atlantis, and that it was not drowned beneath the oceans, as nearly all accounts suggest, but flattened by a comet and then buried beneath ice as a result of climate changes that followed. That would be that would suck for the people of Atlantis back in the days, actually. See Atlantis, Earth changes. These themes have seen their most colorful use in neo-Nazis mythology of the Last Battalion, a secret Nazi military force hidden away in some secret location in the Third Reich last days to refight the Second World War. This story surfaced in the popular media in the summer of 1945, alongside claims that Hitler himself escaped Berlin and fled to an overseas refuge via U-boat. The rapid spread of variants of this story suggests that disinformation may have been involved, though Hitler's admirers in Europe and elsewhere proved themselves ready to clutch at straws in an effort to believe their hero was still alive. See Disinformation National Socialism. By the 1970s, accounts in neo-Nazi circles claimed that the Antarctic base was equipped with flying saucers, allegedly secret weapons designed and tested by the Third Reich. During the during the war years and during the war years and had links to secret underground installations in remote corners of South America and South Africa. The German scientific expedition to Antarctica in 1938 and 1939 was redefined as a reconnaissance mission to locate sites for emergency bases in case Germany lost their approaching war. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. While the joint American-Soviet expedition headed by Admiral Byrd in 1946 and 1947 entered the mythology as a failed attempt by the Allies to conquer hidden Nazi redoubt, much of the material was circulated and may have been invented by the pro-Nazi writers Ernst Zundel and Wilhelm Landig to encourage loyalty to failed Nazi cause. In recent years, it has been adopted by several neo-Nazi secret societies and blended with the occult Hitlerism of Miguel Serrano and Savriti Devi. I think that's how you say his name. In the new racial mythology of the Black Sun. See Black Sun, neo-Nazi secret societies, unidentified flying objects, UFOs. Further reading Godwin 1993, God Goodrick Clark 2002, and McHale 1981. Anthroposophical. 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 Anthros. Whew. Chat, can you read his word? You probably can't even see it on the page, man. I ain't gonna do that to y'all, man. The red one. Chat, can y'all read? Oh, you probably can't. Y'all read that word? Anthroposophical. Anthroposophical is how I think it says. Founded by the Austrian mystic Rudolf Steiner. I just heard about him recently, 1861 to 1925. The Anthroposophical Society was established in Dornach, Switzerland, in 1912 as a vehicle for Steiner's system of occult theory and practice, called Anthroposophy. Anthroposophy. Wisdom of humanity from Greek anthropos, human, and Sophia, wisdom. Okay, had Greek origins to the name. This system derives partly from Steiner's background as a theosophist, partly from his intensive study of the writings of German polymaths. Johann Wolfgang Goethe, Wolfgang Tyler the Greater, 1749 to 1832, and partly from Steiner's wide acquaintance with the occult traditions of his own time. Standard theosophical concepts such as karma, reincarnation, lost continents, root races, and spiritual evolution play a very large role in anthroposophy, but share space with a strong, if idiosyncratic, Christian spirituality in which the crucifixion of Jesus of Nazareth forms the central turning point in human evolution, an equivalent for the earth and humanity of the mystery initiations of ancient Greece. See Mysteries, Ancient Theosophical Society. Steiner evolved many of these ideas during his years as a theosophist, during which he rose to the position of General Secretary of the Theosophical Society in Germany. In 1912, he broke with the Theosophical Society over the latter's promotion of Jiddu Krishnamurti as the next world teacher, and founded the Anthroposophical Society as an alternative. But these words check me. As an alternative, more than 90% of German Theosophists followed him. Dang. Oh, he took like 90% of the crew. That's crazy. Steiner obtained a chart for a lodge and the Rite of Memphis and Mishram, an occult branch of the Freemasonry, from German Masonic promoter Theodor Reuss. But the Anthroposophical Society ended up taking theosophy as its motto and abandoned the secret society tradition in favor of a public teaching organization with an active publishing arm. See Order of Star in the East, Reuss, Theodore, Rite of Memphis, and Mizram. Unlike Unlike many of the offshoots of theosophy, Steiner evolved a distinctive set of meditative exercises designed to foster spiritual clarity and non-physical perceptions. It also helped to inspire a remarkable range of practical applications. Steiner worked on biodynamic agriculture, helped launch the modern organic farming movement. His Waldorf schools remain a popular alternative to conventional schooling. And Eurythmy, a performing art combining dance and gesture with the spoken word, has a small but devoted following in Europe and America. All these movements have helped channel people into Anthroposophical Society, which remains active today, headquartered still in Dornach, in a building designed by Steiner. The society focuses its efforts wholly on preserving and publicizing Steiner's legacy. This has had the predictive effect of stopping any further growth of the tradition in its tracks. As a result, while many of the practical manifestations of Steiner's work have seen immense development over the years, anthroposophy remains where it was at the time of Steiner's death, and society has had trouble attracting followers in recent years. Further reading, Hernal Bin, 2000, and Steiner 1994. Antichrist. And this is where I stop reading today, buddy. And today, this is where I stop reading. We're gonna pick up there And we're gonna hop into our next book. We're stopping on page 45 today in this book. We really got through those pages really fast, not gonna lie. And we're gonna start on Inward by Young Pueblo. Me and my wife are reading this together. Um, I really want to keep sharing this book. I think this is a really awesome book to share. So, okay, so Inward by Young Pueblo. Two of the great lessons humanity will learn in the 21st century will be to harm another is to harm oneself. When you heal yourself, you heal the world. Reclaim your power, heal yourself, love yourself, know yourself. These phrases are becoming more and more common. Why? Because they are pathways to our own freedom and happiness. Contents: Distance, page 1. Union, page 43. Interlude, page 127. Self love, page 137. Understanding, page 155. Distance. Before I could release the weight of my sadness and pain, I first had to honor its existence. I was never addicted to one thing. I was addicted to filling a void within myself with things other than my own love. To solely attempt to love others without first loving yourself is to build a home without a strong foundation. Three things make life harder: not loving yourself, refusing to grow, and not letting go. I lived so long with a closed heart, not because I was afraid to get hurt, but because I was afraid of the pain I had hidden away. Before we can heal and let go, what ails us deeply must first come to the surface. I spent so much time creating versions of myself that were far from truth. Characters I would perform depending on who was around. Layers that I could hide. The inner dance of turmoil between my lack of confidence and the pain I did not understand. And the uneasiness that comes with reaching out to others for love that I was not giving myself before the healing. I kept running away from my darkness until I understood that in it I would find my freedom. Many of us walk the earth as strangers to ourselves, not knowing what is true, while we feel what we feel, actively working to repress experiences or ideas that are too jarring for us to observe and release. It is a paradox occurring in the human mind. We run away from what we do not want to face, from what brings us feeling of pain, and from problems we do not have answers to. But in our running away from ourselves, we are also running away from our own freedom. It is through the observation of all that we are and accepting that we observe with honesty and without judgment that we can release the tension that creates delusions in the mind and walls around the heart. This is why the keys to our freedom lie in our darkness. Because when we observe our darkness by bringing our light of awareness inward, the ego begins to dissipate into nothingness, and the subconscious slowly becomes understood. The mind is full of shadows, but shadows cannot withstand the patience and perseverance of light. Our minds can become like stars, powerful, united fields of pure light. But unlike a star, the healed mind will dwell in awareness and wisdom. When we disconnect from our pain, we stop growing. When we are dominated by our pain, we stop growing. Freedom is observing our pain, letting it go, and moving forward. Middle path. It is not love if all they want from you is to fulfill their expectations. One of my greatest mistakes was believing that another person could hold together all the pieces of me. Make sure the walls you build to protect yourself do not become a prison. And this is the last page for today. Changes in the external world can cause great misery when we do not know how to engage and heal ourselves. Moments of pain and discomfort or encounters with ideas that may break the mental images we have created of the world are normally things we not only run away from, but also things we build walls to defend ourselves from. These walls we build in our minds and hearts make sense when we don't know any better. We all have the right to protect ourselves from pain, but be aware that these walls can turn from protection into prison. The more walls we build around ourselves, the less space we have to grow and be free. We have a harder time releasing the habits that cause misery when we are surrounded by psychological walls we have constructed, causing us to stagnate and fall into a rhythm where we are always running within a space that is slowly growing smaller. The opposite of this mode of being is to have a practice that helps us go deep within ourselves, to dissolve the walls, to heal the patterns that cause us pain, to release burdens and traumas, and to discover the universe that dwells inside of each of us. When we journey inward and release the blocks that we first built as walls, we naturally begin to create a new and wider space of awareness. Now, when things happen in the external world, we have more space and time to examine how we would like to respond, as opposed to reacting blindly and reinforcing old patterns. And one more thing I want to read with you guys, chat. One more thing I want to read with you guys, chat. The Confession of Faith. I'm gonna read it to you guys first, and then on our next stream, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Okay. Okay. So Confession of Faith. Congregation. I am what God says I am, more than a conqueror. I can do what God says I can do. All things through Christ. I can go where I want to go. I fear no evil. Minister. Greatness is in me. The world does not understand me. My faith has given me victory. The world is beneath me. God has given me power to overcome impossibilities. Congregation. I read his word, believe his word, stand on his word, confess his word, and live his word. I live according to his riches and glory. I am strengthened by his joy. I am healed by his stripes. I am saved by his blood that was shed. I am empowered by the Holy Ghost. I am a minister of his love. Minister, I will not fear. He has given me a sound mind. I will not worry. He answers all my prayers. I am not alone. He is with me always. Congregation, as for my job and position, promotion comes from God. As for my home and family, me and my house will serve the Lord. I confess the blood of Jesus upon them. I take authority over my life and loved ones. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus, for it is no longer I, but Christ that liveth in me. Everyone, I confess my faith, giving God the highest praise. Hallelujah. There you go. And this will be on the screen for the next stream, chat. So hope you enjoyed the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, please subscribe, like, and comment on the channel. If you want to go read and watch the video again, you can go watch it on the channel right after the stream ends. You can go to the live section on the channel and rewatch the whole video if you want to. But we're out. It's time for me to spend some time with my wife for lunch. And peace. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And we're out. Last but not least, we are gonna limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. And we're out. We like these.